Alright, so you're probably wondering why I'm recording in my kitchen right now, and it's because I am making spicy noodles. Um, Honestly, just doing this video right now because I can kind of feel something coming on, like my throat's starting to feel sore, and if you know that feeling when when you're about to be sick, and you know that you're going to be sick, and you know that you're going to suffer, but there's nothing you can do about it, I figured I'd enjoy the last day that I have taste buds or can taste anything before my taste goes to shit. So I'm gonna make myself some nice. I can't really pick up the package right now because the noodles are still inside of it, but it's like one of those spicy buldak packages. So gonna make myself one of them. And I'm here today, even though I'm feeling sick, because I gotta do this, gotta upload. The bills are high and the rent is due, so we're here. I got the water boiling right now, but I'm just gonna kind of I feel like it's a good thing for me to bring up because me being a personal trainer and me being a fitness guy on YouTube, and always talking about tracking your calories and eating a certain way and optimizing for muscle growth, you'd think oh well, he doesn't eat anything unhealthy, and to that I say that's a load of crap. In my system that I use to train people, the lighting right here is mysterious as shit. You can't even see my face. I'm just talking to the camera, and it's just all shadows right now. But no. So in my system that I teach, I try to make it really as sustainable as possible, and I do that for myself too. So it's not like I'm not the guy that's gonna be sitting here cutting 50 chicken breasts every week. To a degree, I kind of just eat what I want, Excuse me. Yeah, so this is the package we got going. Got the spicy buldak habanero lime, baby. Best flavor. Best flavor when you add some American cheese, which I'm doing right now. 40 grams. So as I was kind of saying before, I'm never going to tell someone to do something that I wouldn't do. Unless they really want to go that extra mile and just eat healthy. But I found what works best for me, and what's worked best for the people that work with me so far is just taking honestly the most simple and sustainable approach that you can. For me, that's eating enough protein every day and either getting to the calorie amount that I need or staying below the calories I need, if I'm on a cut or something. Because just in this climate right now, with the way the fitness has been since it started in, I don't know when, fucking 1900s. There's always been an emphasis on 70%, or no, it's 60% of what you do is the gym, but then the other 40% that you haven't unlocked yet, and once you unlock that, you're gonna have really good gains, is your diet. And you gotta eat rice and chicken breast, and you have to track every macro and every vitamin, and you have to be miserable and want to die. And to that, I just I don't subscribe to that. Whenever I need to bulk and whenever I need to cut, I never I never struggle with any of that. And my clients that work with me, they wouldn't have been able to make the same results as they did if I had them eating like fucking chicken breast and goat balls instead of whatever the fuck they wanted to eat. But making it more enjoyable. So like for me, I can come home at night and I can make myself, you know, Korean spicy noodles with cheese if I want. The only caveat to that is I will have needed to get enough calories for the day. And I need to hit my protein goal for the day. And if I'm not doing that, excuse me, I know it's getting pretty loud. If I'm not hitting my protein for the day and my calories are like way above what they should be, then I'm obviously doing something wrong. I can't just go raw into my diet, and I shouldn't even say like diet, just like my lifestyle. I can't just like eat cake. Not in that way. I can't just eat cake, like the kind of cake that you bake and eat and actually consume. But I can't eat like sweets for my entire diet, or else, you know, obviously I'm not going to get the protein that I need. Like, even though the cake has like eggs in it and shit, I'm not going to get over 200 grams of protein in my day if I'm just literally eating whatever I want. So there is a degree of like, you know, I get up in the morning, I eat a protein yogurt. Throughout the day I have like a couple protein shakes, but it's nice to have like, it's kind of a balancing act, right? Because if I just ate what I wanted, I would never achieve my goal, in the sense of like getting enough protein in, my calories would be all over the place, I wouldn't be able to bulk or cut like consistently. But like this idea that you just have to do whatever insert fitness influencer here tells you, and like, and I guess it all depends on your goal, right? Like, I don't need to be a guy that has, I don't need to be like a TikTok, I don't need to have like the TikTok boy physique where I have my skinny arms and my little six pack. I don't find that good for me. It's not the body type that I want. And let's be honest, like a lot of like actual women don't want that body type either. Like the six pack is cool for women when you're in like high school and maybe like the start of college, when you're dating like girls your age. But like once you actually get to like post college and like in your career and in real life, like, let's just be real, like women want a man, and they want, you know, they don't want this little skinny TikTok boy to, you know, have his children and raise his family, you know? That's just not that's not typically how I've seen the desires of women. And it's just not what I want, to be honest. And I feel a lot better having this kind of physique. Like, look at the fucking traps, man. Like, come on, you can't have that when you're a little skinny TikTok boy. I mean, come on. So, just threw in my cheese. So what was I saying? So, like, it doesn't have to be this whole thing of, oh, well, you have to eat perfectly, and you have to, like, starve yourself, and you have to, like, deny yourself what you actually want to eat. Because at the end of the day, when you have that kind of approach, you're kind of setting yourself up to fail if you don't have, like, almost, like, remarkable amounts of discipline. Because, like, to be honest, like, being able to get like my high protein meals, I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have a wife that cooks for me and that knows what she's doing. Because she puts together, like, you know, these ground turkey pasta dishes that have, like, you know, like 600 calories in a serving, and it's like 60 to 70 grams of protein in a serving. So shout out to my wonderful wife for that. But even without that, it's kind of like a daily treat to myself. Like, I can have this if I want, this Korean fire noodle dish, and then I can just like eat some ice cream after if I want. I still have, after this dish, I still have 800 calories in the day that I still need to eat. I'm on a bulk. So as long as I'm not eating like 3,000 calories of cake every day, I'm good. It's not something that I necessarily have to worry about, and I haven't really noticed any kind of like negative effects, you know. I'm not, you know, feeling sluggish. I'm not having brain fog. I'm not like all these things that people are so paranoid of, or that they want to just like get on a hill to die on about. Not ideal, to be honest. So, and the other thing is, like, you want to worry about as little as possible when it comes to like any time you have a goal. For me, it's right now I'm bulking, I'm building muscle. So I'm not in a cut phase where I'm losing fat. So right now, I am trying to work, and this kind of goes for my entire I guess fitness journey, you could say, is like, I'm trying to worry about the least amount of things possible, because the more you free up your mind when it comes to goals, the more of your mind you can dedicate to actually doing things that meaningfully achieve that goal. Like for me, if I was using all of my brain power every day to trying to figure out what am I gonna eat every day, like planning out my meals and trying to do all this bullshit, I wouldn't have as much time or mental energy to go into the gym and hit a hard workout that day. I wouldn't have as much time to, you know, figure out things for my website or like edit my website around. It's just like more brain power that I'm dedicating to, you know, all these like fixed meals and macros and vitamins and all that, when you know, the way I'm doing it now, I don't have to worry about all that shit. I just have to, and this is, I think, the approach that, you know, this is the approach that's helped one of my clients lose like 25 pounds, and the other one's is on his way and lost 10 already. Is, you just need to do it in the most sustainable way possible, you know? And don't even get me started on the people that, the same people that like tell you that you need to eat healthy and you need to like eat vegetables every single meal. You have to have your amount of vegetables and your amount of fruits and your amount of proteins, are the same people selling like longevity mix on YouTube. If you've ever seen the ad, it's like, I don't even know if you fucking add it to like coffee or you add it to like water or whatever, but it just looks like shit in a cup, and you drink it and it has like, I don't even know what the fuck's in it, but apparently like it's all about optimizing your health and making you live longer. It's honestly just a fucking waste of money. And so is like the people that sell like the fucking mushroom coffee and shit. Like they would tell you it cures cancer or some bullshit. And I see that stuff, you know, when I'm watching through YouTube, and I kind of see it for what it is, like a waste of time. And if I see like any ads for it, like on Instagram or anything, I see like all the NPCs and bots on there, like actual, I don't know if they're actual bots or if they're actual people that are just like don't have a higher brain function, but they're commenting that, you know, it's changed their life and they have such health benefits from it. When I guarantee you that like 80% of that's like a placebo effect. So just be cognizant of that. The same people that are like on this like health wave kick that's been going on for like years now, they're just trying to get your money at the end of the day. And even the people that are like telling you that you have to like eat a certain way, that, you know, they all have their own agenda and they all have their own like, I guess, like market for it, or their own way they want to tell you how to do it. But the way that I've been doing it and the way that I've had my clients doing it has seen real results. And I'm not going to deny that. Like, and you know what? I'm not even going to deny that people using that approach and like eating healthy, like eating conventionally healthy, doesn't get results. I'm sure it does too. But, you know, you kind of, there has to be some kind of middle ground of how much unnecessary suffering's going on for what your goal is. You know, if your goal is like my goal, where you're not concerned about having like a little TikTok boy body with a six-pack, then you can kind of just grind it out in the gym, bulk and cut where you need, and you can kind of eat, you can eat whatever really you want as long as you're getting enough protein in the day, which is going to kind of force you to eat these like more like vitamin enriched, higher protein meals. But then with your remaining calories, you can kind of do whatever you want, right? And I think that gives it kind of like a sustainability to it. So I just made these noodles. They're getting cold. I'm not going to eat in front of you guys. I'm not Nikocado Avocado. I miss when that guy was fat, because honestly, he was funny as shit, I think. But, you know, if he was still fat, I think he'd be dead. So you kind of take your wins and you take your losses as you take them. So I miss the old Nikocado, but I'm glad that he's skinnier now, doing better for himself. If you want my help, if you don't want my help, I'm gonna bash you over the head with this pan in game. But if you do want my help, all seriousness, my links are gonna be in the description. My Instagram, if you want to head over and give me a follow, or if you want to head over to my website and talk to me personally and get a plan all good to go for you, just like the clients have helped, and you want a sustainable diet with Korean fire noodles, then that's up to you. You have it in you to be great. Goodbye.